Well, here we go then for the women's 800-metre A race. And it's been a relatively sharp start, but everybody keeping pretty evenly spaced as the stagger keeps them in the lanes for the first 165 metres or so. It's been good to see all the athletes very focused on staying in their lanes. We've had no lane infringements so far. Now as we head down, we did think Lucy Armitage would feature heavily in this, and she is the athlete that hits the front now. Emily Simpson of Sheffield and Dern keeps her for company. But at the moment, Armitage looking very happy to lead round this train of athletes that's strung out down the back straight. They're all moving very smoothly, Matt, and there's no real chaos in this A-race.
I tell you what, there's no chaos. 28 low through that opening 200. I mean, that is very, very fast. I know Armitage has that 2-flat lifetime best over the 800, which came late on. She had a season where she just got faster and faster. Every calendar month that went by, Armitage managed to chip off about a second or two off her 800, to the point where she had about a 4-second lifetime best over the course of a year, and she's moving very well. Just under 60 there for that opening 400 meters, and now perhaps this is a good time for Simpson to challenge her, just to pull these two away from the field. And also at this stage, you're not too fussed about winning or losing this opening race of the year. You just want to come out here, blow off the cobwebs, and get a fast time under your belt, and these girls are doing that. Here we are, Simpson and Armitage, Rosie, into the final lap.
Yeah, Simpson using the bell to find yet another gear and just really starts to challenge Armitage at the front of this, and now Simpson starts to put daylight between herself and Armitage. Armitage is going to have to fight to hold on here. Keep your eye on Alice Bennett as well. She was sat in third a few moments ago, but Simpson cruising round the final bend. She's opened up a gap of about 10 or 15 metres, I reckon, as we head into this home straight. Armitage pumping the arms down the home straight, but Simpson is going to be the one that it takes the win in 2026 with 2:02.74. That is quite an opening indoor race, really, isn't it, Matt?
Wow, no, it was impressive, and I think the most impressive thing, look, the overall time, 2:02.74, it slipped away from them in that last 300 meters, but if you're the coaching staff there, you're chuffed at the ability to just commit and be aggressive early, because they will find that final 200 in the next 3 or 4 weeks. I'm probably sure of that. Once things start to feel a little bit more comfortable early on in the race, I think the likes of Simpson and Armitage are definitely going to be ones to watch come that British Indoor Championships in a few weeks' time, and perhaps they look at it and like, can they get into the final? Can they potentially try and get an outside chance at a medal? Depending on who lines up, of course, our women's 800 meters is absolutely stacked. But this is them with 300 to go, Rosie.
Yeah, and it's incredible to see actually these two athletes at the front of this are looking just so strong, but this is where Simpson decides to make her move. You see her just cut out wide slightly, and the sound of the bell is her signal to go, and I think the momentum just carried her forward here, and Simpson just really motoring at this point, really. And I think she's going to be, like you say, Matt, absolutely chuffed with it, because you're right, they'll find the legs for the final kind of quarter of this race in the next couple of weeks, but it's very early in the season, and we say it in the summer season all the time of them finding the track legs and getting race fit, and exactly the same applies here on the indoors, and Simpson will come away absolutely thrilled with that, I'm absolutely sure.
Yeah, I think, they'll take a lot of confidence. In January, it's difficult to get that, over December, January time, it's difficult to get that real speed work and that top end in. And, obviously Simpson is local to this arena, so perhaps done a few sessions in here. But to go through the first 228 and hang on there and fight a battle like they did, very impressive. Simpson, Armitage, and Bennett, your top three there.